We are looking at chapter number 1, which is chemical reactions and equations. We will see the important questions and the last year's board questions and answers. First is, we need to balance a skeletal chemical equation, give reason to justify the statement. What is a skeletal chemical reaction or chemical equation? That chemical equation which is not balanced. So skeletal chemical equation are unbalanced, they are not balanced. That means the conservation of mass is not there, and we will do it by conserving the mass. That is, we know that the matter cannot be either be created nor be destroyed. They can be only transformed from one form to another. So the chemical equation must be balanced in each and every chemical reaction. Give an example, a list of two information which make a chemical equation more useful. So when we write a chemical equation, say like this, so what should be there to make it more informative? What you can do here is, the answer would be, the physical state can be mentioned of the reactants like this. This is gas, this is showing gas, and this is showing liquid. So a physical state is being shown. The condition in which the reaction is taking place, like this, it is being burned, sunlight, heated, like all these can be written on the arrowhead. So this makes the chemical equation more informative. Consider the following chemical reaction: X plus barium chloride, Y plus sodium chloride, and there is a white precipitate being formed. We have to identify this X and Y and what is the type of reaction. So we see here this X is nothing but, because sodium has come, sodium might have come from here only, or should have come from here only. So, and because this is this thing is sodium and it has come from sodium sulfate, so we write Na2SO4. Now this barium chloride is BaCl2, and this sodium chloride, if it is formed, that means if this is sulfate, some sulfate would have been formed because of this barium, so it is barium sulfate. So the reaction is, because there is a white precipitate being formed, and this is called as a precipitation reaction, and since this barium is replacing sodium and sodium is replacing barium, then we call it as a double displacement reaction. Name the reducing agent in the following reaction. So what is the reducing agent? See, this Mn was having oxygen, now it is not having oxygen. So which one is reducing it? This Al, aluminium, is reducing it because it is more, aluminium is more reactive. If you see the reactivity series, then aluminium is more reactive than this element. Write a balanced chemical equation for process of photosynthesis. So what happens in photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight make starch or carbohydrate. So this is C6H12O6. Along with this, oxygen is liberated. When do desert plant take carbon dioxide and performs photosynthesis? So what happens in the desert plant? This stomata, the main part which is responsible for this, are open at night. So they intake the carbon dioxide at night and they store it in the form of acid, and in the daytime it is being used. So this acid is being used during the daytime for the photosynthesis. These are short answer type questions, 3 marks for year 2015. Name the type of chemical reaction represented by the following equation. Since these two compounds combine to form a compound which is only one, so we call it as a combination reaction. They both combine to form a combination reaction. Now here, barium is replacing aluminium and aluminium is replacing barium. So this is a double displacement reaction, and since this barium sulfate is a precipitate, means it is not going to mix in the water, insoluble in water, then this is a precipitation reaction as well. FeSO4, now this is only one compound and there are 3 compounds on the right hand side. That means because of heat, this has decomposed. Therefore this is the decomposition reaction. Now write the chemical equation of the reaction in which the following changes have taken place with an example of each. Change in color. So if you see this copper, when combined with AgNO3, it forms copper nitrate, and the silver is free. means silver is produced. Now this solution will become blue in color and a shiny silver metal will be deposited. This is how we can show the change in color. How about the temperature? Either you can show any exothermic reaction or some endothermic reaction. So let us take an example of NaOH that mix with HCl. This forms sodium chloride, water and heat. So this is the equation where the temperature is increased and it is called the exothermic reaction. Heat is evolved. Now formation of precipitate, we have already seen some examples like this. So the PbNO3 when combined with this potassium iodide, it formed PbI2, and this PbI2 is nothing but a yellow precipitate. So this is an example of precipitate formation. State the type of chemical reactions and chemical equation that take place in the following. Magnesium wire is burnt in air. So what happens? Magnesium when burned in air, that is oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. So these two, magnesium is an element, right? It combines with oxygen. So these two combine to form a single compound. This is called as a combination reaction. But you see that magnesium is getting combined with oxygen. So it's a redox reaction as well. Oxidation of magnesium is taking place. Electric current is passed through water. So when H2O is subjected to electric current, that is electrolysis is done, then hydrogen and oxygen is produced, and this is nothing but electrical decomposition reaction. Ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases are mixed. So NH3, which is ammonia, combined with HCl, hydrochloric acid, and this forms NH4Cl. So two things makes a new thing which is single. This is called the combination reaction. Write the essential condition for the following reaction to take place. AgBr, it forms Ag and Br, means this Ag and silver and bromine. Write one application of this reaction. So this AgBr, when it is subjected to or exposed to sunlight, it forms Ag, that is silver and bromine. And this reaction is very important and used in photography. The second, if you see FeSO4, when it is heated, it forms Fe2O3, and here it is SO2 and then SO3. What happens when water is added to quicklime? So when the water is added to quicklime, this is quicklime, the slaked lime is formed and you'll see a hissing sound and there is a lot of heat being evolved, and this heat which is being released, that is why it is an exothermic reaction. We'll see about the chemical equation because it is going to come various times. Some amount of ferrous sulfate crystals, these are heated in dry boiling tube. Now list your observation, name the type of chemical reaction taking place and write the chemical equation for the reaction. Now let us write this ferrous sulfate first. This FeSO4, when it is heated, it forms Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide and SO3, sulfur trioxide. What are the observation? First of all, this is of green color. Now this is going to disappear, and because of this a reddish, because Fe2 is there, so reddish brown solid will be formed, and because sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide is being produced, you will see or you will feel a smell of burning sulfur. And since there is only one compound here, it is broken into three different compounds. This is a decomposition reaction. Define a balanced chemical equation. Why should an equation be balanced? Write the balanced equation of these reactions. So first, let us take the first one. Balanced chemical equation. Those are called balanced chemical equation where the number of atoms on the left hand side is equal to the number of atoms of every element on the right hand side. So balanced chemical equation has equal number of atoms of different element in the reactants as well as in the product. So in the reactant and in the product, that is LHS and RHS, the number of atoms have to be equal. And this is according to the law of conservation of mass. We know that matter cannot be created nor being destroyed in chemical reaction. So let us take the balanced chemical equation. We know that phosphorus P is burned in the presence of chlorine Cl, and this forms phosphorus pentachloride. Now this is PCl5. So we have to give this, because this is PCl5, we have to have 5Cl here. But P, because this is P. Now Cl, because this is Cl5, so chlorine cannot exist like this. Chlorine has to exist like Cl2. So when we put 10 here, we have to put a 4 here. And since 5 for the 20 is okay, now this is 4P, so we have to say P4. Burning of natural gas. So methane, when combined with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, water and heat energy. Again CH4, so we have to have 4H here, so we place twice here. Then since this oxygen has become 2 and this is 2, so 4, so we have to say 2 oxygen here. This becomes 2 into 2, 4. The process of respiration, C6H12O6 combines with O2 and water to combine carbon dioxide and water. So we have C6H12O6, so we have to see that this on the right hand side we need to have 6C, we need to have 12H, but H is also here also. So we need to have 12H2O, so that we have to make 6 here. And oxygen, because it is 6 into 2, so we have to say 6O2. Explain 2 ways by which food industry prevent rancidity. So what is rancidity? If you have certain material with fat and oil, so with the time they tend to degrade, means degenerate, or you can say they are not good or fit for use. So rancidity can be prevented by adding the antioxidant to food which contain the fat and the oil. For example, this butylated hydroxyanisole, this is added to butter as an antioxidant. And you can also prevent by packing this fat and oil not in oxygen, not in the presence of oxygen, but you can pack them with nitrogen gas. Discuss the importance of decomposition reaction in metal industry with 3 points. So let us take one by one example. Molten NaCl, sodium chloride, is electrolytically decomposed to form sodium metal. And aluminium metal is obtained by electric decomposition of bauxite ore mixed with cryolite. The carbonate ores are thermally decomposed to give metal oxide, which on reduction they give you metal. So these are 3 examples, and because you have book and various examples are being given, so you can take any of them also. What is observed when solution of potassium iodide Ki is added to solution of lead nitrate PbNO3? Name the type of reaction. Write the balanced chemical equation to represent the above chemical reaction. So what is happening here is, this is lead nitrate. It is combining with potassium iodide to form this PbI2, and this is nothing but lead iodide and KNO3. So this potassium iodide, it is a yellow precipitate. This will be formed, and this is because the precipitate is formed, we call it as a precipitation reaction. And since Pb is replacing K here, K is replacing Pb here, you see here, this is a double displacement reaction as well. Write chemical equation reaction taking place when carried out with the help of iron reacting with steam. So Fe is reacting with water, H2O. So we have to write the chemical reaction. So Fe combined with H2O gives you Fe3O4 and hydrogen gas is liberated. Magnesium react with dilute hydrochloric acid. So Mg combined with HCl gives you magnesium chloride and hydrogen is liberated. Copper is heated in air. So Cu combined with oxygen, it gives you copper oxide, CuO. Write one example for each of the decomposition reaction carried out with the help of electricity, heat and light. So heat, electricity and light. So let us start with the electricity. Water, when electricity is passed, or you can say that electrolysis is done, hydrogen and oxygen gas is liberated. When heat is applied to calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide is produced. And AgBr, silver bromide. So this AgBr, when it is exposed to sunlight, this Ag, silver and bromine are separated. Which of the following statement is correct, and why copper can displace silver from silver nitrate and silver can displace from copper sulfate solution? Now, the reaction is something like this. Copper combined with AgNO3, it forms copper nitrate and Ag is replaced. That is, Cu comes here, Ag comes here. So this is a kind of replacement reaction, or you can say displacement reaction. Why copper can displace silver? This is because copper is more reactive than Ag, silver. If you see the reactivity series, copper comes higher than Ag. That is why this displacement can take place. Which products will be obtained when lead nitrate is heated simply? So if you have PbNO3, it is being heated, we'll see that it comes PbO, that is lead monoxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. These are the products. Because of one compound applied to heat or applied with heat, three products are being formed. This is a thermal decomposition reaction. What is meant by skeletal type chemical reaction? What does it represent? Using the equation for electrolytic decomposition of water, differentiate between skeletal chemical equation and a balanced chemical equation. So here the equation in which the gaseous are written in atomic form, not in molecular form. An equation is not balanced. These type of equation are known as skeletal type equation, and they are representing gaseous element. These are formed in atomic state and the equation are not balanced. If you see H2O, HNO, this is electrolysis being done. This is a skeletal equation. Why? Because two hydrogen atom, but here only one hydrogen atom. Hydrogen and oxygen, they are written in atomic form and the equation is not balanced. Again, this H2O, H2 and O2, this is also a skeletal equation. But if you want to really make it as a non-skeletal, or you can say balanced chemical equation, you ought to put 2 here, you ought to put 2 here, so that now this equation becomes balanced like this. This is a balanced chemical equation. Write balanced chemical equation for the following reactions. Silver bromide on exposure to sunlight decomposes to silver and bromide. So we have AgBr exposed to sunlight, it gives you Ag and Br, and since Br comes as Br2, so we have to have a 2 here. That is why we have 2Ag. Sodium metal reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So sodium is there, water is there. When we combine them, it becomes, or it gives rise to NaOH, sodium hydroxide, and hydrogen is liberated. Now H is 2, so you have to have a 2 here. It is 2 already because this H is there. Now how to balance this? You have to put 2, so there is 2H and there is 2H, so you have to put 2 here. Now 4H is there. Now oxygen has become twice, so you have to put 2. So Na is all balanced automatically because 2 has to be put here. Identify the type of reaction in the following equation. Methane combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. So this kind of equation is combustion reaction and oxidation reaction. Pb replaces K here, K replaces Pb here, so this is a double displacement reaction. And since this lead iodide is a precipitate, it is insoluble in water, it gives you precipitate. This is a precipitation reaction. Calcium oxide combines with water, H2O, to form calcium hydroxide. Two things combine to form a single thing. This is a combination reaction. CuSO4 and Zn, zinc is replacing copper from copper sulfate. So zinc sulfate is formed and copper is being replaced by zinc. This is a displacement reaction. Write balanced equation for the reaction between magnesium and hydrochloric acid, Mg and HCl. Name the product obtained, identify the type of reaction. So Mg combined with HCl gives you MgCl2 and hydrogen. So the product formed is magnesium chloride and the hydrogen gas. And since magnesium is replacing, or it is coming with this Cl, combining with Cl in order to replace this H2, this is a displacement reaction also. And since hydrogen is liberated, so it's a reducing agent also. Describe an activity to observe what happens when quicklime is added to water taken in a beaker. State two important observation and name the type of reaction taking place. So what we will do here is, because it's a higher marks question, so we'll write like this. Aim. We need to observe what happens when the quicklime is added to the water in a beaker. Material required will be quicklime, that is nothing but calcium oxide, water and beaker. So what will be the procedure? We'll take some gram of calcium oxide in a beaker. We'll pour or add water slowly, and then we'll touch the beaker. We'll sense the base of the beaker and we will note down the observation. So what are the observation? First of all, this calcium oxide reacts with water vigorously. So you'll see a hissing sound. There is a heat production. So these two react vigorously to form calcium hydroxide, this one slag lime. Calcium oxide is nothing but quicklime, and calcium hydroxide is slag lime, and evolution of heat is there. So this is heat being produced. Then we'll write the conclusion. The conclusion says the reaction between this calcium oxide and water, is a combination reaction, because two elements or two compounds make a single compound. It is an exothermic reaction because heat is being evolved or produced. You can draw the diagram like this as well. What is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals? How does this color change after heating? So this color of ferrous sulfate is pale green initially, and this color actually changes to reddish brown on heating because of the formation of iron oxide. Give an example each of thermal decomposition and photochemical decomposition reaction. Write relevant balanced chemical equation also. So this is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. This is a photochemical decomposition reaction. Because there are various examples given in the book, you can take those examples as well. So this is copper carbonate. When it is heated, it makes CuO, copper oxide, and carbon dioxide. In photochemical decomposition, you can give an example of AgCl. When it is exposed to sunlight, Ag, silver is produced and chlorine gas is liberated. Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? Right to observation. So what happens here is there is a displacement reaction taking place. This is iron Fe and this is copper sulfate. So Fe is replacing copper here. So copper is replaced by Fe, that is iron. So iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and forms a very pale green color solution, which is FeSO4, and then a reddish brown copper metal gets deposited. Translate the statement into chemical equation and then balance it, that the barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate to give aluminum chloride and precipitate of barium sulfate. State the two types in which the reaction can be classified. So this barium chloride, when combined with this, because barium chloride and aluminum sulfate is there, so this is aluminum sulfate. Barium replaces aluminum, aluminum replaces barium. So this is a double displacement reaction, and barium sulfate is a precipitate. It is insoluble in water. That is why it is a precipitation reaction. Next is, why are decomposition reaction called the opposite of combination reaction? Write equation for this reaction. Decomposition means one compound is giving various compound after application or of something, or the reaction. Now combination reaction means after application of something, the different compounds, they come together and they form a single compound. So in decomposition reaction, the compound is broken into simpler compounds, or you can say elements, like the CuCO3. When heat is applied, it forms copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Combination reaction, on the other hand, is a reaction in which two or more elements they combined, or compounds can also be combined to form a new compound. For example, N2 and this H2, they combine to form the ammonia. Actually, decomposition and combination reaction, that is why, are supposed to be opposite to each other. The following diagram displays a chemical reaction. Observe carefully and answer the question. Identify the type of chemical reaction that will take place and define it. How will this color of the salt change? Write the chemical equation and mention one commercial use of this salt. See, there is sun, so there is something going on with the sunlight. So this is a photochemical decomposition reaction. So those reactions in which a compound breaks down into smaller or simpler substances in the presence of light or sunlight, these reactions are known as photochemical decomposition reaction. So the color of salt will change here in this case from white to grey. This is simply AgCl and this is silver chloride, and after the exposure of sunlight it forms Ag and chlorine. So this silver chloride is used in photography. This is a commercial use. What is rancidity? Mention any two ways by which the rancidity can be prevented. Now the process in which the taste and smell of food gets spoiled or changed and it is not fit for our usage is nothing but rancidity. Why? Because of the oxidation. Whenever something comes in contact with oxygen, air, then the smell and the taste changes. So how to prevent rancidity? First is the antioxidant. This can be added to fatty acids to prevent oxidation. For instance, the chips are packed in the potato chips. They are packed in presence of nitrogen gas, not in air, oxygen. This prevents spoilage by the oxidation. If you take the second one, food should be kept in airtight container in a refrigerator in order to prevent any kind of oxidation which is possible. Write balanced chemical equation for the reaction that takes place during respiration. Identify the type of combination reaction that take place during the process and justify the name. Give one more example of this type of reaction. So this C6H12O6, when we respire, if you place your hand in front of your mouth, you will see that there is heat being produced, there is moisture also. We use our moisture or the air which is coming out of our mouth to clean the glasses, spectacles, because we see that our breath which is coming out is having that moisture and heat as well. So this C6H12O6 combined with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water, and heat is evolved. So it's an exothermic reaction because heat is evolved. You see, this methane combined with oxygen form carbon dioxide and water, and this combustion of this methane is again one more example of exothermic combination reaction. What is redox reaction? Reduction and oxidation reaction. Identify the substance oxidized and the substance reduced in the following reaction. See, this PbO and carbon. Now the oxygen from the Pb has come here. So which shows that PbO is getting reduced, but carbon is getting the oxygen. So carbon dioxide is formed. So carbon is getting oxidized. In this case, this MnO2 is getting reduced. Why? Because oxygen is not with Mn anymore. So it is getting reduced, and HCl is getting oxidized because H is combined with now oxygen to form this H2O, so it is getting oxidized. So we can say those reactions in which the oxidation and reduction, they are taking place simultaneously, these are known as redox reaction. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following reaction and identify the type of reaction in each case. Thermite reaction, iron oxide react with aluminium and give molten iron and aluminium oxide. So this is Fe2O3, which is iron oxide. This is aluminium. When they combine, they form aluminium oxide, the molten iron, and heat is liberated. So this is a displacement reaction where this aluminium is displacing Fe, iron, from this Fe2O3. So molten iron is used for repairing for example, there are so many ways it can be used. We are giving one example, that is repair of broken railway tracks. A solution of potassium chloride when mixed with silver nitrate solution, an insoluble white substance is formed. Write the chemical reaction involved and also mention the type of chemical reaction. So this is KCl, potassium chloride, combined with AgNO3, this is silver nitrate, and it forms AgCl, which is silver chloride, which is actually our white precipitate, and this is potassium nitrate. So here K is replacing Ag is replacing K, so it's a double displacement reaction, and because a precipitate is also formed, white precipitate is formed, this is also a precipitation reaction. State one basic difference between physical change and chemical change. In physical change, no new substance is formed, while in chemical change, new substances are formed. This is the basic difference. There are various differences, but this is the basic difference. In physical change, new substances are created, while in new substances are not formed. But in chemical changes, you'll always see certain new substances with different properties are formed. What is meant by chemical reaction? Chemical reaction. So a reaction which represents some chemical change, which we saw here, is called chemical reaction. AgNO3, NaCl, Ag gives AgCl and NaNO3, FeS, H2SO4 gives FeSO4 and H2S. Now consider this above mentioned two chemical equation with two different kind of arrows. One arrow is this downwards and one arrow is this which is upwards. Now the question is, what do these two different arrows indicate? First of all, let us see this. This shows that a gas will be liberated or it will be evolved. You see this, hydrogen sulfide. So this is evolved. This sign shows that an insoluble substance in the form of precipitate, which is insoluble in water, is formed. Hydrogen being highly inflammable gas and oxygen being supporter of combustion, yet water, which is compound made up of hydrogen and oxygen, that is H2 and O2, it gives you H2O, right? And this is used to extinguish fire, but they too they are supporter of combustion. Why? Because the compound H2O has altogether different properties from H2 and O2. H2 and O2, it doesn't mean that if H2 and O2 are combining, then the property will be transferred. No, this chemical change will have altogether different chemical properties and also the physical properties. Using suitable chemical equation, justify some chemical reactions are determined by change in color and change in temperature. So there can be many answers. We'll take few of them. See, this is PbNO3, lead nitrate, and this is colorless. When it combines with potassium iodide, which is colorless, it gives you PbI2, that is lead iodide, and this is yellow precipitate. This is how the change in color is going on, and this is KNO3. Now, if you want to see the temperature change, that is, you can give an example of exothermic and or even endothermic reaction. In this case, calcium oxide combines with H2O. So, slake lime, quick lime gives you slake lime, and in this case, you will see a hissing, observe a hissing sound along with heat being produced. A solution of substance X is used for whitewashing. What is the substance X? State the chemical reaction X with water. Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? So first we'll see this one. In this, X is, see, this is the answer only. This is your answer. X is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, when it combines with water, it gives you calcium hydroxide and heat. Second answer is, see, iron is displacing, Fe is displacing copper in this case. Iron, though in blue color, when the result comes, it becomes pale color. Why? Because iron is displacing the copper from copper sulfate to form the FeSO4, which is actually pale green color. Balance the following chemical equation. Now, I hope that you will be able to balance it using the conservation of mass. The left hand side and right hand side, number of atoms of each element should be equal. So this is the result. I hope you will be able to observe it carefully. And we have discussed in the previous discussions also. So this is the result, and I want you to give some time to this. Only the number of element on the left hand side or items should be equal to RHS. Write the balanced equation for this reaction and identify the type of reaction in each case. Potassium bromide KBr, barium iodide Bi2 gives you potassium iodide Ki and barium bromide BaBr2. Then hydrogen H2 combines with chlorine Cl2 gives you hydrogen chloride, that is HCl. A zinc plate was put into solution of copper sulfate kept in glass container. Now it was found that the blue color of the solution gets fader with the passage of time. After a few days, the zinc plate was taken out of the solution and number of holes were observed in it. Now you need to state the reason for changes observed in the zinc plate, because why these holes were observed, and write the chemical equation for the reaction involved. Now you see the reaction is something like this. Zinc combines with copper sulfate, which is blue in color, to give zinc sulfate, which is colorless, and copper. Why this is happening? Because why this hole is happening? Zinc is actually replacing this copper. So you see copper here, and it forms this zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate. So copper sulfate, copper is formed, and zinc is replacing copper. And zinc metal has been used to form zinc sulfate. So zinc is used. That is why, because it is being used, you see number of holes. A white salt was on heating decomposes to give brown fumes, and residue is left behind. Name the salt and write the equation for the decomposition reaction. See, lead nitrate, when it is being heated, it gives you PbO, NO2 and O2. So this lead nitrate is a white salt in this case. When a solution of potassium iodide Ki is added to lead nitrate PbNO3 in a test tube, a reaction takes place. What type of reaction is this? We have to write the balanced chemical equation. What is happening here is PbNO3 when combines with potassium iodide, Pb is replacing K in this from iodine, and K is replacing Pb from here. So there are two displacement taking on at the same time. That is why this is a double displacement reaction. Now this PbI2 lead iodide is actually a yellow precipitate. Now this is a yellow precipitate, that is why it's a precipitation reaction as well. So these are the answer. Define combination reaction. Give an example of combination reaction which is also exothermic. Combination means two or more compounds, they combine together to form a single compound. So a reaction in which two elements or compounds combine to form single compound is known as the combination reaction. See, calcium oxide combined with water gives you calcium hydroxide along with some heat, and this heat, because of this is an exothermic reaction. Classify the following reaction into different types. So we'll see one by one. See, AgNO3 NaCl. So Ag has come with Cl and Na combines with NaNO3. So this is a double displacement reaction. And also you see when the AgCl formed it is a precipitate. So precipitation reaction as well as double displacement reaction is there. In this calcium oxide and H2 water combine to form calcium hydroxide. So two things combine to make a single thing. So this is a combination reaction. Here KClO3 is heat. This is shown as heat triangle on the arrow. So when it is exposed to heat or heat is provided, it divides itself into KCl and 3O2 or oxygen. This is a reaction which is decomposition reaction. Now the question is, which of the above reaction is a precipitation reaction and why is a reaction called precipitation reaction? If you see this one, first one is a precipitation reaction. As I indicated earlier, AgCl is a precipitate because the product being formed is insoluble in water. Write balanced chemical equation for the following, mentioning the type of reaction involved. Aluminium and bromide AlBr combined with to form aluminium bromide AlBl3. Calcium carbonate CaCO3 gives you calcium oxide CaO and carbon dioxide CO2. Silver chloride AgCl combined, it is being decomposed to silver because of the sunlight. This is a photochemical reaction, gives you silver and chlorine. Why is respiration considered an exothermic reaction? I will suggest you to put your hand in front of your mouth and try to breathe. You will see that the air which is coming out of your mouth is somewhat hotter, and also you will see that if you put this or if you breathe through your spectacles, there is moisture. That is why respiration is considered as an exothermic reaction. That is because heat is evolved during respiration. Define the term oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is a process in which O2 is added, or oxygen is added, or hydrogen is removed, or the third is loss of electron take place. All these three compounds to an oxidation reaction. While in the reduction process, hydrogen is added, or oxygen is removed, or gain of electron takes place. Next is identify the substance that is oxidized and reduced in the following reaction. See, wherever oxygen goes, right, that means something is reduced. Whenever something combines with oxygen, that is, it is being oxidized. Zinc here is combined with oxygen, that is, zinc is oxidized. Copper oxide, copper leaves oxygen, so it is being reduced. What is meant by precipitation reaction, exothermic reaction and oxidation reaction? Write balanced chemical equation for an example of each. So precipitation reaction, the reaction in which two compounds, they exchange their ions and the product form is insoluble in water, that is a precipitate is formed, is known as precipitation reaction. AgNO3 combined with this Ki, potassium iodide, it gives you AgI and KNO3. So this is a precipitation reaction. If you see carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, heat is produced. This is exothermic reaction. So reaction in which heat is evolved is exothermic. Reaction in which heat is absorbed is endothermic reaction. Oxidation reaction. The reaction in which the oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed. Either oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed or loss of electron is taking place is called the oxidation reaction. For example, copper combining with oxygen gives you CuO. This is an oxidation reaction. You might have noted that when copper powder is heated in a china dish, the surface of copper powder becomes coated with black color substance. Now, how has this black color substance been formed? What is the black substance? And what is the chemical equation of the reaction that is taking place? So here the copper reacts with oxygen to form copper oxide, which is black. In this case, oxidation of copper is taking place and the black substance is nothing but copper oxide. What happens chemically when quicklime is added to water filled in bucket? You will see a hissing sound with lot of heat. So quicklime, that is calcium oxide, reacts with water H2O to form slaked lime, which is calcium hydroxide. In this process, heat is produced and with some hissing sound. On the basis of what basis the chemical equation is balanced? It is balanced because we know that the left hand side and right hand side number of atoms for each element should be equal. That is conservation of mass. So a chemical reaction is balanced on the basis of conservation of mass. What change in color is observed when the white silver chloride is left exposed to sunlight? We have to state the type of chemical reaction in this chain. So silver chloride, it becomes gray. It's a photochemical decomposition reaction. Photochemical because the sunlight is involved and because it is decomposing, so it's a photochemical decomposition reaction. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction between sodium chloride and silver nitrate indicating the physical state of reactants and the products. So AgNO3 combines with NaCl to form AgCl and NaNO3. It is Na is replacing Ag is replacing Na. Double displacement reaction along with the precipitation is occurring. What happens when an aqueous solution of sodium sulfate reacts with aqueous solution of barium chloride? You have to state the physical condition of reactants in which the reaction between them will not take place. Write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction and name the type of reaction. See, barium chloride BaCl2 combines with Na2SO4 gives you barium sulfate and sodium chloride. So white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed here. If there is a condition, this is aqueous and this is aqueous. If both of these reactants are in solid state, the reaction is not going to take place. They have to be in aqueous state. Because barium is replacing sodium, sodium is replacing barium, so it's a double displacement. Also, because the precipitate is formed, it's a precipitation reaction. What is a redox reaction? Rad for reduction, OX for oxidation. When a magnesium ribbon burns in air with a dazzling flame and forms a white ash, is magnesium oxidized or reduced? Why? Now the case here is the reactions in which the oxidation, that is the loss of electron, and reduction, that is the gain of electron, they take place at the same time, that is simultaneously. The reactions are known as redox reaction. For example, magnesium combining with oxygen gives you magnesium oxide. So magnesium is combining with oxygen, so magnesium is getting oxidized because it is losing electrons to form Mg2+, and oxygen here is gaining electrons, so oxygen is reduced. Write any two observation in an activity which may suggest that chemical reaction has taken place. Give an example in support of your answer. So what can happen? There are certain observations that we can observe in a chemical equation. First is there may be change in color of the state of the elements or compound being involved. Change in color can be there, evolution of gas can be there, and change in temperature can be there. Let us take an example, white PbNO3, this is lead nitrate. It's a white crystalline solid, and when we heat this, it gives you yellowish brown solid which is lead monoxide. There is a brown gas and a colorless gas which is being evolved, and this shows a chemical reaction has taken place. When the powder of common salt is heated in an open china dish, it turns black, the color turns black. However, when hydrogen is passed over the hot black substance so formed, it regains its original color. Based on this information, we have to answer certain questions. What type of chemical reaction takes place in each of the given two steps, and name the metal initially taken in the powder form. Write the balanced chemical equation for both reactions. In the first step, the oxidation takes place. See, first of all, this copper when combines with oxygen give you COO. But this COO, when it is being exposed to hydrogen at some temperature, it gives you copper again with some water. So in the first step, this oxidation is taking place. In the second step, the redox reaction taking place. So metal in the powder form is nothing but the copper. In electrolysis of water, why is the volume of gas collected over one electrode double that of gas collected over the other electrode? So water is what? H2O, 2H and 1O. That is why. This is because water contains hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio 2:1 as I suggested here. Balance the following chemical equation. PbNO3, PbO, NO2, O2. This is the balanced chemical equation. We see that all the elements here, they are equally numbered. Sorry, the atoms of each element. Name the products formed on strongly heating ferrous sulfate crystal. What type of chemical reaction occurs in this chain? FeSO4, that is iron sulfate, when it is heated, it gives you iron oxide, it gives you sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So one compound is broken into three different compounds. This is a decomposition reaction. What is an oxidation reaction? Give an example of oxidation reaction. In oxidation, an exothermic or an endothermic, you have to say here. So first see what is happening. Fe2 plus is becoming Fe3 plus in this reaction. We are just taking an example. An electron is being lost. In this this carbon and oxygen combines to form carbon dioxide and heat is being evolved. So the reaction in which the oxygen or some electronegative element is added, or hydrogen or electropositive element is removed, or there is a loss of electron, we call it as an oxidation reaction. This is an example. Now oxidation reactions, they are mostly exothermic, that is heat is involved in this process. Describe an activity to demonstrate the chain that takes place when the white silver chloride is kept in sunlight. State the type of chemical reaction which is taking place. Now this is what we have to do because it's a higher marks question. So in order to write the answer, you have to start with the aim. We have to demonstrate the chain that takes place when white silver chloride is kept in sunlight. The material required would be AgNO3, NaCl and certain test tubes. So what is happening here is we have to take 5 ml of silver nitrate AgNO3 in a test tube. Then we have to prepare sodium chloride NaCl solution in another test tube. Then we have to add the sodium chloride solution in a test tube which contains the silver nitrate solution. We need to observe the color of silver chloride which is formed. This chloride gray silver color, better dry. It will with the help of filter paper and just place it in the watch glass. Now you have to, because this silver chloride has been produced, we need to place the watch glass under the sunlight for some time. Then we will observe the silver chloride after some time. The observation would be, we have to write properly observation like this, the way we wrote the procedure. White silver chloride, that it turns gray in sunlight because silver metal is formed. The chemical reaction would be something like this. AgCl, when it is exposed to sunlight, it gives you Ag and Cl, chlorine, silver and chlorine. What is the explanation? Silver chloride is photosensitive. So, if it is exposed to sunlight, it decomposes in the presence of sunlight to form silver metal and the chlorine gas. The conclusion is decomposition of silver chloride in presence of sunlight is a photochemical decomposition reaction. When magnesium ribbon burns in air or oxygen, a product is being formed. State the type of chemical reaction and name the product formed in the reaction. Write the balanced chemical equation in this case. So magnesium combined with oxygen, when you burn it, it gives you MgO. So this is two compounds are combining to form a single compound. So this is a type of combination reaction and the product being formed is magnesium oxide. You have to distinguish between the displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. We have to identify displacement and double displacement reaction from the following reactions also which are coming. So in this case, double displacement reaction, first let us see, is the reaction. First we'll talk about displacement, then we'll go to double displacement. If you see the reactivity series, then the displacement reaction is a reaction in which a higher graded, more upper or reactive metal is displacing a less reactive metal in order to form salt solution. This is displacement reaction. In double displacement reaction, these are those kind of reactions in which the compound, they exchange their ions to form two new compounds. Okay, so this is a double displacement reaction because NO is coming with Cl, H is coming with OH, and this is a displacement reaction. Fe is replacing Cu from copper sulfate to form this FeSO4 and copper. When you mix when you have mixed the solution of lead nitrate and potassium iodide, what was the color of precipitate formed and can you name the precipitate? Write the balanced chemical equation for this reaction, and is this also a double displacement reaction? So the reaction is something like this. PbNO3 combines with potassium iodide. K is taking the place of Pb. Pb is taking the place of K. So it's a double displacement reaction. The color of the precipitate is yellow. The name of the compound formed is lead iodide. What do you mean by exothermic and endothermic reaction? Give example. First, exothermic. Exothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is evolved, liberated. You will feel the heat. Endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. You will feel the coldness. Let us take an example. Certain examples. This carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide along with heat being produced. Methane burns in air to form carbon dioxide and water along with heat. Endothermic reaction, calcium carbonate, when it is being heated, it gives you CuO and carbon dioxide. Heat is being absorbed. N2 combines with O2 to form NO. Again, heat is being absorbed. So these were important questions and board questions. Thank you so much and take care of yourself.